season, but I've picked out 5 of the must-see charts. These are the ones everybody's going to be tuning into. There are a lot of them this week, but these 5 are names I'm going to be watching and listening in on those conference calls. What are they? Let's check them out. So the first one out the gate is Advanced Micro Devices, AMD. I know it's a fan favorite and a lot of people own this one. It's got a great earnings surprise track record, just the one miss there in 2019, but the beats and the misses haven't really mattered, as year to date these shares are down just about 40% from their highs. Still trading with a PE of 21, however, so on the PE basis it's not cheap, but soon enough some are going to be wondering whether or not this is a deal, so this is definitely one to watch this week. Then we're going to switch over to another battered stock, Starbucks, ticker SBUX. I own this in my own personal portfolio and have owned it a good number of years now. But this is a big decline here, down 35% year to date off that first miss in the last 5 years, last quarter. Now we have Howard Schultz back at the helm suddenly. And but we also have the shutdowns in China, which did hit the stock last quarter, probably resulting in that miss, and are certainly going to hit it this quarter with Shanghai and Beijing now affected. So what will Starbucks be saying about China? That's the really big piece of the puzzle, plus inflationary pressures in North America and elsewhere around the world. There's a lot going on with Starbucks. So this is definitely one I'm going to be tuning into. And if you want to know what's going on in China, this is the one to watch. We're going to switch over to Yum China. Speaking of China, this is also another one to watch if you want to know what's going on inside China, because they too have thousands of stores across the country, heavily represented in Shanghai and Beijing as well. So this one's going to be a little rough as well. You can see the 3 misses in a row with the big miss last quarter. I'm not too hopeful this quarter they're going to turn it around on the beats. So I am thinking they're probably going to miss again just because of the COVID shutdowns. Year to date, these shares are down 16%. But it's worse if you go back further than year to date, as you can see from the chart. And 1 year they're down 34%. Will we see a maybe retest of that 2018 lows? I don't know. But this is one, again, just as well as with Starbucks, these are the 2 to watch. Then we're going to switch over to a little bit better news with Booking Holdings, ticker BKNG. I also own this one in my own personal portfolio. It's been a bit of a ride over the last year and a half, as this was a big winner coming out of the COVID lows in 2020 as travel started to reopen. But we've been waiting for the travel reopening story to actually really strongly kick in for at least the last year. Every time everybody said, oh, this is the reopen, things are looking better, then COVID would hit some particular part of the world and slow down the travel recovery. But many are hopeful that this perhaps could be the actual recovery happening here, at least in North America and Europe, as a lot of the travel restrictions are now being discarded. So people are able to book with a little more confidence. And we saw that with the booking numbers for the airlines in at least the month of March. So what is happening with these big online travel agencies? This is going to be a big week. We get a lot of hotels and companies like Booking and Expedia both to tell us what is going on out there. But Booking is the largest, so this is one I'm going to be watching. Then we're going to wrap it up with Pioneer Natural Resources. This is on the energy side, ticker PXD. I also own this one, and this is going to be a big week for the producers on the energy side. We already heard from Exxon and Chevron, but those aren't the only players in the game. These are the pure play drillers and producers, and oil and natural gas been at new multi-year highs for much of the first quarter, not all of it, but much of it. And so what is happening with the earnings? Well, Pioneer, the analysts continue to raise those estimates into this report. They're now looking for 732 for the quarter versus 566 just 60 days ago. And for the full year, earnings expected to be up 146% from a year ago. Huge free cash flows, expecting records there. And Pioneer is paying out 80% of its free cash flows back to shareholders. Now, this is one of the rare stocks out of these five to watch that's actually up on the year, up 27% year to date, but trading with a forward P of just 7 times. So this is definitely one of the larger of the Permian plays, and one you should be watching if you're interested in energy, watching this one this week. So there's a lot of different industries that are reporting this week that are very interesting for the rest of 2022. So this is going to be a key week, even though we've already had most of Fangman report. So you don't want to miss a single earnings all-star video. I'm doing them as we continue on through earnings season here. Still a lot of interesting companies yet to report, and I'm going to be reporting on all of them. So be sure to subscribe to get all of our videos on Zacks.com/YouTube, and follow me on Twitter, because that's where you'll see a lot more charts on at Tracy Reinick on Twitter. But be sure to get all of our videos and our tweets somewhere. I'll see you again next time with some more charts.